Hi villagers, welcome back. Curious to find out how your baby is doing? Or maybe you want to help that little angel achieve those first month milestones. Well, here they are. I'm Jade and this is my village. Whether the days go by super fast or way too slowly, you'll notice that by the end of the first month, they can do so many more things compared to the day they were born. Keep in mind that babies grow and develop at their own pace, so don't get discouraged or worried if your tiny human doesn't check all of these boxes. On the other hand, they could also be advanced and already on to the second month's milestones. That's part of the fun of watching babies. So let's watch them transform into a toddler 1 month at a time. Let's talk about movement milestones first. We're born with reflexes that help us to survive. So check for these. There's the rooting reflex. That's where they search for the breast or the bottle. If you touch his cheek close to his mouth, does he turn his head and try to suck your finger? Of course, there's the obvious sucking reflex. That's for eating. Does she grip your finger? Don't you just love that? It's so cute. It's called the palmar reflex. Everyone's favorite too is that moro or startle reflex where they go like this with their arms. And if you hold her up like she's standing, does she press down with her feet like she wants to walk? That's the stepping reflex. At 1 month old, they might be able to lift their head and move it from side to side when they're on their tummy. My second baby was born with a super strong neck, but even still, these little ones need constant head and neck support. Yours might also be able to bring their hands up to their face. I should mention that if your baby was born prematurely, then they will likely reach milestones according more to their due date instead of the day they were born. Next, let's go over the sight and sound milestones. Baby's vision is a little bit blurry, but she should be able to focus 8 to 12 inches away. And they are able to follow slow, short movements with their eyes if you want to test that out. And they can see while they're nursing. So sweet. Their eyes might wander, and it's not uncommon for them to cross sometimes at this age, just because those eye muscles are still developing. So don't worry about that unless they're still doing it at 3 to 4 months old. They will prefer high contrast patterns like black and white geometrical images, and newborn eyes are also attracted to light. But human faces are definitely their #1 favorite thing to look at. Yours, and they should be able to focus on your face and maintain that eye contact. They are born already with pretty good hearing. Even though it's not completely developed yet, they will be able to recognize some sounds and even turn towards sounds and voices that are familiar to them. And she's heard some of these in the womb already and will remember. It's amazing. She may even find those familiar vacuuming sounds soothing. Babies are so fascinating. If you agree, please hit the like button and go ahead and subscribe for the latest parenting tips too. Babies actually prefer high-pitched sounds, which could be why adults use that squeaky baby voice sometimes. Okay, what about the other senses? Newborns prefer sweet smells and tastes. Their sense of taste is highly developed, but not enough to distinguish between bitter and sour yet. And they even recognize the smell of their mother's breast milk. They like soft things, so feel free to rub some fluffy fabrics on their tummy. Mostly they love to be touched by you. It makes them feel loved, so do it. You might also be worried about baby's weight. Many babies lose 5 to 10% of their birth weight in that first week of life because they're born with so much extra body fluid. But by the second week, they regain the weight and get bigger. And tell your pediatrician if you feel your baby has completely missed some milestones like sucks poorly, seems stiff or floppy, doesn't focus on nearby objects, or doesn't respond to loud noises. Keep in mind too that your baby may be a few weeks ahead on some milestones, like I said, but behind on others. This will even out eventually. During the first month, both you and the new person are adjusting to this new way of life. So don't get too hung up on milestones. Just use them as a kind of guide. And I will see you in the month 2 video soon. Share this video with everyone that has a newborn. Share your comments below and tell me what else you'd like to know about newborn babies. Now it's time to hit that subscribe button and then the bell for more helpful videos. Thanks for hanging out with me. You can go ahead and watch my next video while you cuddle with your newborn.